Hello, greetings from me, your host Sindret Idika, your IT career counselor. Yeah, the one who guides you and you know give you tips on how you can build a successful career in IT. Yeah, we've been on this topic, IT career and I. Yes, we've been talking about how your digital skills should be able to make you productive. Yes, and also we've talked about how you know you can actually choose the right career. You understand? And also we've talked about how you can the process you need to take. You understand? During your IT consultations and all that. Yeah, so we've talked about so many things. For those of you that have not been following us from the beginning and are following me from the beginning, yeah, today I promise to give you the courses, the actual give breakdown of the five categories I actually mentioned during my counseling on building successful career in IT. You understand? And why IT training is more useful than your academic certificate in digital era. Yeah, I really talked much about that. So today, for those of you that have been following me and you want to really know the breakdown of those categories, course breakdown of those categories that I mentioned: hardware, software, networking, security, and operating system. You understand? Yeah. So today I'm going to break it down thereby telling you the actual courses that you need to choose, or you have to be aware that when you want to start building a career in all those categories of IT training that I mentioned, so you now be able to know the courses you can choose. Like I said, you must not be in all the categories, as in start choosing all the courses in all those categories. You understand? It's good, fine, if you can achieve that, fine, but there's one bad thing about it, because it's going to drag your focus. It's going to make you not to really bring out your best in one particular areas out from them. You understand? Because they say what doing well. You understand? Even though we're no longer in the world of the past, where they say jack of all trade, master of none. You can be jack of all trade, but you can still be master of all. But when it comes to IT, it's not going to be too easy for you to be master of all. You can be master of majority or many, but not master of all. Okay, so I'm just trying to advise you so that you don't start falling in love with all the categories because you find out that they are lucrative or something. You understand? So that's why I just said that. So now, going straight to the point, like I said, we have software, hardware, networking, security, iOS, whatever you're doing in IT, especially when it comes to training, all of whatever you would do will still fall under these categories that I've mentioned. Like when we talk about software, we're talking about those programs, those courses that entails you working with working with information. Yes, information, not what you're touching. You're not touching you're not working with devices. You're not working with you're just working with information that runs on the devices. You understand? Yeah. So when we talk about like you have soft copy, when they say this thing is soft copy, it means it's an electronic information. You understand? It's an information that is sitting on the hardware, sitting on the device. You understand? On a device like computer. You understand? So that is it. Then if you're talking about hardware, you should be looking at working with physical devices like this phone now. You understand? Like this laptop, you understand? Yeah. These are physical devices. When you talk about hardware, you're talking about working with physical devices like routers, switches, server. You understand? Server, even mobile phone is a physical device. You understand? So majorly, it should even be classified. IT should be classified in two categories, because it's either you work on software or hardware. Because whatever we do, even the iOS we're talking about, runs under software. You understand? That's operating system. It runs on the software. It runs as a software. You understand? Then even the networking we're talking about, although network is classified, yes, in the sense that the network we're talking about is still for you to be able to run it and activate it and to start running on a physical device, it's still a software, because it's an information that you have to install an application or software, a network. You have to install a network and get a device that will run on the that will make it a network. Then it will now start functioning. Do you understand? So that's why I said it is majorly classified into two, either software or hardware. You understand? But this day now it has been classified, in these different categories. You understand? Because it became so large. IT became so large that if they didn't break it that way, I think it will be kind of difficult to understand where each of the programs belong to. You understand? Excuse me. So that's just it. So then the networking we are talking about is a network, is a kind of electronic communication that runs on a kind of electronic communication that runs on software, that runs on a device. Like you have the Wi-Fi. Like when we talk about network, you must have a physical device. You understand? To be able to use your network. Do you get it? Like for instance, even the network, even the data we use from internet providers, they have routers. Yes, they have routers that serves. They have a local area network, wide area network that actually enable us to be able to use their networks. You understand? Like Wi-Fi now, you have Wi-Fi. Like you have a Spectral Net Wi-Fi. Like Wi-Fi, this is a Wi-Fi. Do you understand? Yes, it's a network, but it has been configured. The network has already been configured so that it will be, once you have this device and you key in the right information, you connect it, it will start giving you access to network. I don't want to go too deep because this is not an IT training class. It's actually meant to be a counseling section. You understand here? So if you really want to learn more about these things, you have to enroll for the courses so that you'll be able to understand it more deeper. Do you get it? But I can only give you basic information you need to know as someone who want to choose a career in IT. You understand? So that is just it. Okay. So then secondly, then another point I'm trying to make here is that when you want to choose any of the courses that I'm going to mention, you still need to understand the objectives, irrespective of you already know that you have hardware, you have software, you have networking. You don't just go and say I want to do networking. When you say you want to do networking, you need to understand the actual area of networking that you want to focus on. Like when we talk about networking, we have M plus, which is from CompTIA. Yes, CompTIA is a vendor. It's an IT international vendor, a training and certification vendor that provides hardware training and certification and networking. They also specializes on security also. Like you have A plus, you have CompTIA A plus, you have CompTIA M plus, then you have CompTIA Security Plus. You understand? So these are still vendors under networking. So when you say you want to choose a career in networking, you need to understand the particular area you want to specialize. The particular vendor you want to do your training. You understand? Like under networking, we have Cisco. Cisco is another is another popular and good and well-known IT vendor. Is a networking vendor. They're on hardware. They also they're on they provide they're on hardware and also networking. You understand? They provide hardware solution. They also provide networking solution. Like what I mean is they deal with routers and switches. You understand? They manufacture routers and switches. You understand that we use to have access to network. You understand? So they are not just only trading and all that. You understand? So they are the one that produces or manufacture most of these routers. Anywhere you see Cisco routers and switches, just know that is the Cisco that I'm talking about. Okay. Then they also embedded network on their devices that they have manufactured. Okay, so understand that. So when you want to choose a career in networking, just identify properly the vendor, or you can make an inquiry on the details about all the vendors. To know the one that can really serve you better. You understand? So that is just it. So under the networking category, you have CCNA. Under Cisco, you have CCNA, you have CCNP, you have CCIE, and they are still bringing out more advanced stages, advanced courses. You understand? So that CCNA gives you basic knowledge about Cisco network. You understand? About Cisco network. You cannot do CCNA, CCIE or CCNP or CCIE without having knowledge of CCNA. So you need to know about CCNA. It's just like a prerequisite. Do you understand? CCNA is a prerequisite to CCNP, CCIE, and so on. You understand? So, and CCNA itself too have prerequisites. At least you need to have basic knowledge of computing. Yes, like Word, Excel, PowerPoint. You need to, and key applications. You need to understand the computing fundamentals before you can now choose to run a course in networking. Precisely, like I said earlier, I don't want to go back. Yeah. So So that's just it. So under still networking, you have vendors like CompTIA. I mentioned it before. CompTIA, you understand. CompTIA also provide networking training and certification. Like you have CompTIA N Plus, you understand. CompTIA N Plus is networking essentials. That's where you learn basic networking. In fact, as a matter of fact, that CompTIA N Plus is a basic requirement for Cisco, for CCNA. Yes, even though there are still some things that you learn in N Plus that you still meet in CCNA, but oftentimes is a prerequisite to CCNA. Okay, so that's just it. Then we'll move to security. Okay, I've not given you courses on software. Okay, when you want to choose a course in software, you should be looking at programs like courses like Microsoft courses. Like Microsoft trains on Microsoft aside their Office package. They have so many courses. They have database, they have database programming, they have programming core on itself, they have programming, do you understand? Like you have programming, they have programming is under software, do you understand? Basic programming, that programming to have basic. That's why I told you guys that IT is very, very large, both in the learning process and in the technical process. It's very, very large. That's why you need to start from the basic so that you can understand it very well and make a successful career out from it. Okay, so that's it. Then also under software, you talk about courses like Java. Java provides programming too, you understand? Yes, Java is a programming language, of which it has different. It has J2EE, Java 2 Enterprise Edition. It has JavaScript. You start from JavaScript. Like those of you that are interested in learning how to design websites, yes, that website design, for your website designing, you have to start with CSS, JavaScript, HTML5. You understand? Now I think Bootstrap have been added into it to give your web a very good finishing. You understand? So for those of you that want to learn how to design website, even if you want to be like Mark Zuckerberg, a software developer, you still need to start from this basic. You understand? Basic aspect of programming and designing. Do you understand? Yeah, you learn how to use JavaScript, especially JavaScript, because most of these programs we see most of these software programs we are seeing, they use JavaScript. Yes, especially when you're talking about basic designing, you can't run away from JavaScript and CSS. You understand? And HTML, especially HTML, hypertext markup language, text markup language, hypertext markup language. That's HTML that I mean. You understand? So that's it. Then still under the software, you also have courses like database administration. Those of you that want to learn how to program information like database, like we talk about big data. Yes, you need to understand that basic programming like SQL, server query language. If you don't know how to query, or you don't understand the server language, there's no how you'll be able to manage data and secure data, because it's a process of database is a process of managing and securing data. Do you understand? Then also we also have so many courses under software. You understand? Yes, courses that you're not dealing with physical devices. you're dealing with software information. That's software information that is sitting on the hardware. You understand? Then also, let's move into security, because that's what we have not really talked about. We talk about, okay, I've told you about hardware, I've told you about software, I've told you about networking. So now we're moving into security, which is the major need of every IT activities. For instance, now if you don't understand how to secure your information, like you've developed a site, or you have network, you understand, and you don't know, and you have a device, you have server that consists vital information of organization, and you don't know how to secure and protect it, that means it's useless. What you have done is useless. So you need to understand what those security courses is going to do for you. You understand? Here you're learning how to secure your information. It's all about data protection, device protection, you understand, web protection, that's website protection, email protection, like information, password protection, and all that. So that's the things you're going to learn. And network protection, how to protect your network, from malicious attack. You understand? So this is where you learn all those things. That's in security, in IT security. You understand? So we have courses like Security Plus, CompTIA Security Plus, which I mentioned earlier, which is a vendor. It's an IT vendor too, training and certification vendor. Then I also mentioned, I told you the way the vendors operate also. I briefly told you that. Then on security, you should be looking at cyber security. Yes, everything we're talking about, how to do with cyber security. Do you get it? Yes, it is cyber security. So you learn how to secure, secure, protect and secure information on the cyber. You understand? Which is internet. Do you get it? Yes. So here you're going to learn. Aside CompTIA Security Plus, you have EC Council. I don't know if you've heard about EC Council. EC Council is a course that teaches you, is an IT training and certification vendor also. In fact, as a matter of fact, EC Council is the best IT security vendor for me and for others. You can Google it. You understand? So the EC Council have courses like CIS, Certified Secure Computer User, CSCU. You understand? Certified Secure Computer User, which is their basic cyber security course. If you want to kickstart a career in cyber security, you definitely have to start with this course I've mentioned, Certified Secure Computer User. This is where you learn how to protect information, basic info. That's what's it called? Your device. How to protect your device from a malicious attack, like virus, all those things, those trojans that attack systems. Yes, they can attack your PC, they can attack your mobile phones. You understand here? So here you learn how to identify those even the antivirus that hackers design to attack your information, your device, because there are a lot of malicious what's it called, antivirus. You think they are good, they are not good. Do you understand? They just throw it so that you can think they are coming to protect your information. You don't know they are coming to attack your information so that they can take mileage of your vulnerability. Okay, so these are the things you can learn in security. So ET Council provides training like that, certified secure computer user I just mentioned, and CEH, yes, certified ethical hacking. And they also provide testing courses too. Yes, like when you move to the advanced, when you start moving when you, after you have finished your CEH course, you can now move into pen testing. There's a course we call penetration testing. Yes, that penetration testing assesses vulnerabilities, you understand, on web or network per se, you understand here. So that is it. So these are the courses you should expect under security. Okay. So also we talk about iOS is operating system. Yes, like you have Windows operating systems. Yes, you have Windows operating system. Then you have aside from, Windows is from Microsoft, so have that in your mind. Windows, any operating system you probably meet coming across that, that is from Microsoft. Then you have Android. Yes, Android is an operating system which is from Google. From Google. Yes. So these are the courses, these are the things you can probably meet while trying to build successful career in IT. That if you really want to source for information to work with before choosing your career in IT. So that's just it. Do you get it? So try to understand the vendors you need to run your IT courses and certification with. Most of these vendors, they provide both training and certification, you understand. Though we have vendors that provide only exam, that's testing, you understand. We have like some of these most of the exams, they have different vendors that provide them and the certification in a collaboration with the training companies, you understand. So that's it. So you have if you're talking about sitting for an exam, you can you have you have Certiports, you have Pearson View, you have Prometric. Yes, all these are IT certification platforms where you can run your exam irrespective of the training vendor that provided the training. Do you get it? So these are the things you have to look out for. So thank you very much. I think I have to stop here. I really need to summarize it today. So understand the courses you need to choose, you understand. Yes, you don't just choose a course or a training because you heard that somebody have done it and the person is successful. Yes, it's fine, but try to understand. Go make detailed inquiry and look into yourself and know if you're really passionate about it, and if it's something you're capable of engaging in and you come out successfully. There is nothing as bad as after choosing a particular career or training, at the end of the day you didn't come out of it successfully, you didn't practice with it. Even if you're practicing, you're not competent in it. Yes, because from the onset you didn't really understand what you were going into. Do you get it? There's nothing as bad at it, so bad as that. So try to be very, very careful when you choose a particular course or career. in IT. Okay, so thank you very much. I have to stop here, so we'll continue in my next video. God bless you for listening to me. I wish you successful career in your IT. God bless you. Thank you. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not really done that. Yes, but if you have done that, thank you very much. God bless you. You can still share my video with your friends, family members. You understand? Yeah, I believe it's going to be very useful to someone out there. Okay, thank you so much once again. Remain blessed. Bye.